So Daimler has focused a lot of their energies this year, not only working on fuel efficiency with the release of the Supertruck program and the results that we measured, but also having the first licensed autonomous commercial vehicle within NAFTA with the Inspiration truck. And so the Inspiration truck was our showcasing of technologies, many components already productionized for different purposes, using the radars and the cameras which are found in production. We're using an electric steering system, which is also production for twin steers. And we see this really the opportunities to push the technology forward in terms of safety and fuel efficiency. So the Inspiration truck, we're pushing very hard on the technology front to get the technology to be mature. And we think that's going to be moving at a pretty swift pace. What requires for this to be a widespread deployment is to get the regulatory side in line, to get the legal side in line, and to get those other sort of parameters in place that we can allow these vehicles to run openly on the road. Today there's a handful of states that do allow testing, OEM testing of autonomous vehicles, and so we certainly encourage that movement going forward. But ultimately, we need to have license to have operations in the public, and basically allowing the public use of these vehicles. At this point, there's been no discussions within the state DOTs to do that. But it's our wish that federal level unified and consistent regulatory aspects are brought into play, and that we can avoid, if all possible, state by state sort of a patchwork, as it were. Over the next 10 years, we're hopeful that the regulatory pieces will be in place to allow us to do that. And once it is, I can well imagine that the adoption rates will take off in a pretty good fashion. I don't have a crystal ball to predict exactly when and at what time, but if we're talking a 20, 30-year time frame, looking at a level 3, which is allowing the driver to temporarily cede control of the vehicle, we do see that as a good possibility, and trucking also being a lead market in that respect as well. As far as new and advanced technologies, there was a lot of fuel-efficient technologies that we looked at within Supertruck. There was a mix of them that were actually production-ready, including downspeeding, some aerodynamic enhancements that we see in the product today. And then there's technologies that really need a lot of more maturity and a lot more development. The costs are either too high, the maturity level isn't really there. And these are examples such as waste heat recovery, and also lightweighting, as well as a hybridization. Those are technologies we got to explore within Supertruck, and we are able to assess the benefits and the costs. And right now, we think that in the long term, possibly, but in the near term, there's still going to be a lot of challenges to bring those to fruition.